Hi everybody, thanks for joining us for Northern Ag TV. Well, cattle futures had a trade week that was one for the record books. We saw the feeder and live cattle contracts reach new all-time highs early in the week. Then traders decided to pull back and wait for the technical indicators to see some improvement. The USDA released the Cattle on Feed report and biannual cattle inventory report Friday afternoon. The July Cattle on Feed report showed cattle on feed down 2% from this time last year. Heifer calves on feed down 5%, while steers were up 1%. The biannual report compared to numbers in 2023, which showed inventory down 1%, with heifers off 2% from July of 23. After traders saw the bullish reports, they felt the markets had enough fundamental strength to push contracts higher once again. Feeder cattle contracts jumped $2 to $2.50 higher Friday afternoon, while the live cattle contracts followed right behind, up 50 cents to $1. And what a historic and record high time it was last week in the auction block and on the video screen. Northern Livestock Video Auction wrapped up their summertime classic sale, selling over 160,000 head of cattle in 3 days. Compared to Northern Livestock Video's early summer special in June, prices were through the roof. Heifers topped their prices by nearly $30 on the average, while the steers topped about $20 higher. Heavy 5-weight heifers in the June sale averaged $342, last week $379. 6-weights in June were at $328. Here at the Summertime Classic sale, $363, and 8-weights in June averaged right at $296, while last week well north of that at $320. For the steers, 5-weight steers in the June sale brought $411, last week $433, while 6-weights hit $371 in June, and on Tuesday they brought $397. Some other highlights for the Summertime Classic sale: 900-pound steer calves for later fall delivery sold from $317 to $325, with 1,000-pound yearling steers bringing north of $300 at $307. 800-pound females range from $298 to $344, with 1,000-pound heifers bringing $299 on the average. And we'll look forward to seeing the summer video sale continue this week as Superior Livestock kicks off their Video Royale in Winnemucca, Nevada. We'll see just how hot the prices stay through the rest of this summer.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
And unfortunately, the grain markets ended their week of trade on a bearish note as corn and soybean contracts and the wheat contracts all closed in the red ink, even after the Trump administration announced several new trade deals last week. Corn futures fell 2 to 3 cents on the board. Soybean contracts, they couldn't find an answer to pressure of the weather outlook for the rest of July, along with the anticipation of a steady to higher crop conditions report on Monday. The wheat markets couldn't escape the pressure of the stronger U.S. dollar on Thursday and Friday, along with the pressure from the U.S. stock market. Wheat harvest across the U.S. did progress significantly last week, reaching near 90% complete. KC winter wheat contracts fell 2 to 3 cents, while the spring wheat contracts dropped anywhere from 2 to 5 cents. Well, that's all the time we have here for Northern Ag TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Colton Young.